because now I understand. Now I understand what I went through. Now I understand what happened in my childhood to lead me to marry somebody 60 years older than me.
You've talked about deprogramming after life with Hef. Can you talk to us about what you mean by that?
I think it's like when I was at the mansion, I was programmed a certain way, like your value is what you look like. So you put so much emphasis on that. And, after being out of the mansion, you're like, okay, that's not as important for me personally, but beauty standards are still, it's still hard. It's toxic out there, the filters, everything. I think deprogramming from that, like that it's not necessarily, your value, the way you look doesn't give you your worth, doesn't give you your value. And I think as women, we really need to learn that because, we age and, other things are way more important. The programming of, when I was at the mansion, I was kind of rewarded for being codependent. So I didn't know what a healthy relationship was like. I'm still trying to figure out what that is, what that looks like. So being in a place where you're rewarded for being codependent, you're rewarded for not leaving this person's side, you're rewarded for not having a life of your own outside of the person. And you're like, oh, what? So healthy relationships, you have your thing you bring to the table, I have mine, and then we meet together as like two healthy people. In the relationship with Hef, we were two broken people. And having to learn through therapy what a relationship, a true romantic relationship should be to be healthy. Like that's what I'm learning. Yeah. And also female friendship. The mansion was very catty. Relearning what female friendship means, to be supportive of each other. Wow, oh my gosh, there's friends that they just want the best for me. Like, there's some people at the mansion, you'd give them $10,000 to not be my friend anymore, and they would take the money. Yeah. So I think those are a few things.
And the new memoir, of course, we've been talking about it. It's on pre-sale now. And the title of it is Only Say Good Things, Surviving Playboy and Finding Myself. There's a lot in that title. Why did you decide to write the book, and why was now the right time?
I think after I understood it myself, after I understood different behaviors, after I understood what I went through, and now I think so many more people are talking about mental health and things have labels. Like I'm like, oh, okay, that's gaslighting, that's narcissism, that's so you kind of know. You kind of backtrack and you're like, okay, this is what happened to me. And that's part of the deprogramming, because now I understand. Now I understand what I went through. Now I understand what happened in my childhood to lead me to marry somebody 60 years older than me. Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily a cautionary tale, but it is definitely from somebody who has grown and learned a lot, and sharing what I've learned to hopefully help somebody else.